Okay, so what did I order? I went and I ordered all right, everyone. Wait a minute. Son of a... Okay, so first things, let's get this thing started because it is a bit humid. Get the AC going. Okay, so it's a little too high. Okay, so you can already tell by the title and the thumbnail of today's video, I decided to pull the trigger on something that I didn't really honestly think I was going to do as of yet. And I'm going to explain to you why I decided to. But yes, I did order a 2024 S650 Mustang. Now I know it's going to be quite a while till it comes in. So we're heading back to the dealership that I got this car at, because that's the dealership I ordered the S650 at. Now, obviously, they don't have my car in. They have about the same spec in stock, it's just a different color. So I want to go down there, show you guys a better idea on what I ordered, and break down exactly what I got added on to it, trim, all that kind of shit, and then explain to you why I decided to go with it. And yeah, so that's basically what today is about. So we're gonna go head down there, get stuck in rush hour traffic, and then we'll pick this video up again once we get to Fort. There's many reasons why I decided to pull the trigger and order a S650. So I wanted to just touch on a little bit of that, because I have mentioned in the previous videos I did that the ones that I featured, the two 24 GTs, the base model and the Performance Pack Premium. There were just some things that I just wasn't quite sure about yet, and a lot of that is the same things a lot of you are not sure about. But coming from my perspective as a YouTuber, and obviously by no means am I a larger YouTuber as of yet, but still, you got to put yourself in position and do things to help grow your channel, grow your brand, and to help move things forward. And that's not just in regards to YouTube, that's any business for that matter. But in regards to YouTube and all the buzz floating around the S650 platform and how you can't tune him yet and blah blah blah, yada yada yada, I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to continue the growth of the channel and the brand. Now the specific, before I touch on what specific trim I went with, I just wanted to say I'm solely doing this for YouTube purposes. I just want to understand that. I still think the S197, especially the 11 to 14, is the best body style hands down. The Gen 3 Coyotes, I still think is a better overall platform as of now than the S650. But again, you know, a lot of our opinions might change as we get more used to the new platform. But yeah, I solely did this for the purpose of YouTube and to make content and to mod it, and hopefully the car will be tunable here soon and we could slap a tune on it. And there is a boost option as of now. You can throw a Whipple on it. Now it's not as customizable, you can't pulley down and all that kind of stuff because of the regulations with the EPA and everything like that. But as of now, we do have an option, you could throw a Whipple on it. All right, so we have a race red right here. This one is the Performance Pack, But again, I want to give thanks to Cam here at Bill Otter Ford. I'll put his information right here, so if anybody that is possibly interested in this Mustang right here or anything else that they have here on the lot, make sure you get in contact with Cam. He helped me out. He's awesome. All right, so this here is the performance pack. I didn't think it was the performance pack. I thought it was just a premium. So I wanted to point this out too. So on the performance packs, my one dud with how they're doing the S650s right now is you have to option out specifically to get a performance pack with active exhaust. This is a performance pack, no active exhaust. That should just come automatically, in my opinion. I mean, let me know what you guys think. I mean, you pay almost $60,000 for a car and you don't get active exhaust. I think it's kind of dumb. See? Did it again. Always on the trunk. Always. Let's open this one up. As I'm opening this up, I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't had the chance to sit in, take a look at or test drive the S650, the one thing I will say, the big difference going from an S550 platform to the S650, a refined S550. But anyway, going from a 2022, 2023 to a 2024 S650, the doors feel much more solid. It's a heavier door. I also feel like the car is just much more, it's more refined than an S550. I will say that hands down. It does feel like it is much more of a refined car. Say what you want about certain aspects of the car that you like or you don't like. It is definitely, in my opinion, much more refined, much more of a solid car. Okay, so what did I order? I went and I ordered a Grabber Blue Night Pony package, my exact color spec that I have now. Well, let's get this thing on because it's hot. Grabber Blue Night Pony package, premium, but with the active exhaust. Again, I think premium, specifically performance packages, should have the active exhaust included in the package. You shouldn't have to pay extra for that. Performance pack should have a performance exhaust. Just would make sense, right? I don't know. All right, so since this is the performance pack, it does have the drift brake. It has the two-tone leather. Mine, I didn't go with Recaro's or the two-tone, and I want to say that is actually a nice touch. The two-tone, the color of the seats match here on the door panel too, so that's kind of nice. Mixed in with that, like, it looks like a carbon fiber style look, so that's actually soft to the touch. That's a little harder, but the quality of that is pretty good, so it matches the two-tone of the seat, so that's a nice touch. So I went premium, active exhaust, Grabber Blue Night Pony package. I didn't want to go performance package because when you spec all out the performance package with the active exhaust, and want to get the Recaro seats, all that kind of stuff, you're looking at about 60,000, 60, 61, and you're right around knocking on the door of a base Dark Horse price. So if you're gonna be right at that price for a Dark Horse, why would you not just get a Dark Horse if you can get it at the price and not have to pay like a dealer markup on a Dark Horse, which a lot of people are. But if that was not a thing, you're speccing out, you're in the price range of a Dark Horse, why would you not just go with a Dark Horse? And performance pack, that is more geared toward like track and road course racing. I'm gonna swap out the tires anyway. The performance pack does get a wider tire. I think they come with the 275, the premiums are 255. So I'm gonna go with a wider, stickier tire anyway. I was gonna upgrade the suspension through time for content here for you guys on the channel. So for me, it just didn't make sense to buy a car that already has all that stuff on it, and then I'm gonna be changing a few of those things on the car anyway. So I wanted to go premium. Another option I could have done is I could have gone base model, but the base model has the two split screens. So you know how obviously this is one solid screen, the base model has the two It's just the two giant iPads. You don't have any of the chrome touches here. It doesn't have any of the stitching. Obviously doesn't have leather seats with the heated and cooled seats. The two-tone color match on the door panels. For me, the creature comforts are more important to me than going with a base model with a cloth interior, a very bland interior, how we saw in the first video I did of the base model S650. I'll put a link to that here. I just wasn't blown away with the interior of that car. Like, even though it was nice, it was all right, but for a base model, I just wasn't a fan of it. Now, the premiums, obviously, as you can tell, they did do a lot more, obviously, with the trim, the stitching. They put a lot more detail in it, and say what you want to say about the screens. I'm not really, obviously, a huge fan of the screens, but if you're going to choose between the two split screens or the one solid piece, the one solid piece is definitely, it just looks more premium, I guess. I will say, as cheesy as this kind of is with the gauges, it is kind of cool how it changes, and it's like a video game. You go from drag strip to slippery and all these different types of modes, customize, you know, all that kind of stuff. There's just so much you could do on this. It's almost too much, but it is cool. I mean, it relates to like younger people. If this would be like the first Mustang that you get or you upgrade from an older S197 to something like this, it is a big jump and leap. But for me, like I said before, it doesn't really sell me on the screen and the big giant iPads in front of your face, and it's not even that distracting. It doesn't obstruct any of your view, which is nice. It is kind of, although huge, it's not in your way or anything of the road. And again, as I said, I wish they would have found a way to integrate it so you could keep the eyebrows, but they decided to just get away with all that. Who knows, maybe they might have a refresh of S650s and find a way to bring them back. I doubt it, but you can only be hopeful. Okay, so I ordered the car a few days back. I still got to sign paperwork and stuff on the car, but the car is officially ordered. Now, the cars have been taking, I know people that have ordered the cars back in like March and April, and they just got their cars in, and this is September. So, and now with the strike that's happening, I mean, who knows how long that strike will last. Hopefully not that long. But that might delay production even longer. So honestly, I'm not even expecting the car for at least 3 to 6 months. Maybe, hopefully it'll go by quicker. Who knows, but it's gonna be a while before the car comes. And then secondly, interest rates right now are stupid. I want to make something clear that interest rates right now are sky high. I may possibly still keep my car, my S550, if I can't get a good interest rate. I'm not gonna pay a sky high payment for a new S650 GT for the sake of the channel. Although I'm buying it specifically for the channel, I'm not gonna accept a massive interest rate and a massive payment, regardless on what you put down, a massive interest rate on the car for the sake of the channel. For a 5.0, basically same car that I have, just it's refreshed, it's newer, it's a newer platform, I get that, but I'm not gonna do all that. So if we can't work out something with interest rates and payment because of that, you know, I'm 100% content with keeping my S550 and continuing to build on that car. So, but in the meantime, between now and when the when the S650 arrives, I'm still gonna do a tune. I got a tune coming on my GT. I'm gonna do an NA tune, obviously NA tune, I mean a 93 tune. I'm gonna get an E85 tune. I'm gonna get a tire, and depending on how long it takes, I'm gonna continue to mod that car for you guys in the channel. But hopefully the car will arrive soon. I'm anticipating probably springtime, February, March, maybe, but I mean, who knows, with, like I said, with the strike happening, who knows how long it'll take, but that's my guess. Okay, so being positive about the car, if everything were to pan out with having the car, when I do get it, the first thing I'm changing, the premium does not get this performance pack spoiler. I really like the performance pack spoiler on this. The premium has that same type of small sliver that they call a spoiler. That's going to come off first thing, and I'm going to be, if I can potentially order the performance pack spoiler from Ford or another site, if they offer it, do the black, essentially like what I have now. With the, it's going to have the black roof, the blackout emblems, the pony package has all that stuff that's blacked out, so all that stuff, including the spoiler, comes black. So that'll be the first thing I do aesthetically, is swap out that small thing they call a spoiler for the performance pack spoiler. We can get this thing open. Where's the latch? There it is. I do like the hood struts. That's a good touch. I've seen people, like I said before, when you take out the stuff that's in here with the EPA, they've clogged up both of these. So same thing they did on the 22s and 23s. They reduced the horsepower from 460 to 450. These are rated with the performance pack 486. But when you do the same thing to the 23s and 22s, where you free up the carbon shit that's inside of here, people have re-dynoed the car that did it before and after, and they actually gained 15 to 16 wheel horsepower just by clearing all that up. So if EPA wasn't involved in all that kind of stuff, this car, the GT, not the Dark Horse, would be rated at 500 horsepower. The Dark Horse would probably be 520, 515. So that's something to keep in mind too, is this is 486 with all of that stuff clogged in there. You unclog it, since there's 2 intakes instead of 1, 15 wheel horsepower you could potentially gain just by cleaning that up. So that's something to keep in mind also as well with this car. Well, I just wanted to come down here and let you guys know that I have a 24 Grabber Blue Night Pony package S650 on the way to the channel, as long as interest rates are good, or at least not worse than they are now. Let's just put it that way. But it is ordered, it's on the way, it's coming. Grabber Blue Night Pony package, premium with active exhaust. On that note, if you guys are watching and you're not subscribed, please do me a favor. It helps me out greatly. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and a comment. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye.